Hey y'all, come on in here. So we're gonna make beef and broccoli. Okay, I'm doing Major's meal prep for the next few days, so he wanted some beef and broccoli. So basically what we have here is just some flat flank steak that I diced up. Y'all see how I diced it up? And we're just gonna put that in here. Don't be scared. My hands are clean. Let me not be. I'm not telling y'all not to be scared, but I'm acting like I'm scared while I'm cooking. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some soy sauce. Okay, I don't measure. If y'all watch my videos, y'all know I don't measure, but I'm gonna say this is probably about 2-3 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're gonna hit it with some sea salt. Okay. We're gonna hit it with some black pepper. Y'all know I love seasoning. And again, for the people in the front and in the back, y'all season to your own discretion. I love flavor. You don't have to use as much as I'm using. You know, like I said, you can go with your own discretion on your seasoning. And we're gonna go with some oyster sauce. Get whatever brand you want, okay? But we're gonna hit it with about a tablespoon of oyster sauce, okay? You don't need too much. It depends, you guys, on how many people you're cooking for. I'm just doing this for meal prep for Major, and we'll probably have a little bit for dinner tonight. And so then we're gonna go ahead and do some baking soda on there. And y'all know what baking soda looks like. I cook with it a lot. So we're just gonna do a little bit of baking soda. That's enough. That's probably about a tablespoon and a half. Okay, y'all see that? So now let's go ahead and mix everything up. Just get right in there and just get everything all mixed up. I almost wanna, this is not typically what you would do, but I'm gonna, oh, it smells good. I'm about to start sneezing. Sneezing. Look, if it ain't seasoned right, you ain't seasoned. Okay, you're not sneezing. I'm sorry. So look, so let's get that. But I'm also gonna do some paprika. I want to do some smoked paprika in here too. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some smoked paprika. Also, I'm really big on flavor. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And get everything all mixed up, you guys. And then we're going to cover this with some saran wrap. And you need to let it set for about 15 minutes in the refrigerator. And then we'll come back and get it all sauteed. See how easy that was, y'all? Ooh, the lighting is probably bad. But yes, so let's let it set for 15 minutes. And then we'll come back and then we'll get it on the stove. Okay, you guys, I literally forgot, but we do need to add, can't leave out the sugar because that's what gives it that nice balance if you're going to put some heat to it. So we're just going to put a little bit of sugar and mix that all up as well, okay? Now we're going to let it for 15 minutes, okay? Because I was like, wait a minute, I'm leaving something out of my ingredients. So the sugar is a must-have, okay? So now we're going to let it go in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. Then we're gonna put these bad boys in the skillet. Okay, you guys, now we're gonna go ahead and start mixing the sauce. After we prepare our meat and, you know, get the meat all ready, we need the sauce to pour over the meat. So this is 3/4 cup of water that we have right here, okay? So you're just gonna get your 3/4 cup of tap water, all right? And then we're gonna go ahead and put in, again, some more oyster sauce, about a tablespoon and a half. I don't measure, you guys. Don't judge. I just don't. I've been cooking for so long that I don't pull out the measuring cups for a lot of stuff. Soy sauce. Remember, you guys, use this to your discretion. That probably was about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Black pepper. For the people in the front and the back, use how much you want to use. This is how I do it because I like the flavor. So here we go with some sea salt. Hit it with that. We're making our sauce to go over the meat, okay? And then we're gonna hit it with some garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic if you want. I'm not gonna use fresh garlic because why? My major's not gonna eat it. Then we're gonna also hit it with a little bit of sugar. He liked the flavor, but he don't like to see, I don't know, he doesn't want to see the chunks in there, okay? So now let's mix everything up. And I just have a little bit of a little miniature beater. If you don't have one, don't freak out. Go ahead and just use a fork. It's not that serious, okay? It smells really good, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put just a little bit more oyster sauce to thicken it just a little bit more. But that should do the trick, okay? And look, we're just beating it up. It's nothing serious. This is so easy, you guys. Like I said, this is gonna be Major's meal prep, also his dinner, okay? Today. What a spoiled brat I have, right? They have the luxury of eating good. Mommy loves to cook. Okay, so now that's our little sauce that's gonna go on top. And we're gonna, now let's go ahead and get everything in the skillet, okay? Y'all see that? Okay, you guys, now it's time to brown the meat. Look, this is just vegetable oil that I have here. It's nice and hot and ready. So the steak has been marinating for 15 minutes, okay? So all we're gonna do now is drop these bad boys in the oil. We need to saute them till they're done. Oh, it smells so good. We're not even done yet. It smells so good. So let's spread everything out. We just want to saute everything, guys. Let's get everything nice and sauteed. Okay. Alright, y'all. When I'm cooking, I like to clean up as I go. It was just as a little girl, my mom always, clean your kitchen as you go, girl. Because I've literally been cooking since I was like 10 years old. So she always, that was something that she embedded in me. Always clean as you go. And so basically we're just going to saute this, you guys, until it's completely done. It smells so good and it's not even done yet. Like, I wish you guys could smell it. So we want to make sure that this is completely done and browned. Look at that. Make sure you guys get it brown. I'm going to show y'all exactly the level of brown that you want it to be on. Okay. Woo! Maybe losing the meat on the floor. I'm being too aggressive. Alright, y'all. Let's let it continue to brown. Like I said, if you, and here's another thing, you guys, if you don't want to use vegetable oil, go ahead and use olive oil. If you're trying to, if you want to cut back on some calories, use vegetable oil. Okay? You can use any kind of oil, canola oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use. I'm using vegetable oil because I feel like it brown better and I just like the flavor better. Okay? So it's just about ready. We're just about there to the point where I want it. Okay. So we're gonna let it, that's my broccoli, y'all. So, cause we're gonna have to put the broccoli in some ice. So I'm gonna show y'all that next too. I bet y'all didn't know that. You put the broccoli in some ice water and it keeps it nice and crisp and fresh when you put it over with the beef and broccoli. Ooh, this smells good. My Major be eating good. Okay. I'm gonna let it cook just a little bit longer. Cause I like that like kind of like crust look to it, where it's like extra. Okay. All right, you guys. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna pour the sauce and we're gonna add the broccoli. Okay, you guys, here we go. So now for your broccoli, get whatever type of broccoli you want to. You can use broccoli cuts, whatever. I use broccoli florets, whatever brand you want to use. But you guys, you can get fresh broccoli. You can use frozen, but do not, if you use a frozen bag like I'm doing, you need to make sure that you only cook it for like 3 minutes, okay? So what we want to do is preserve the broccoli. We want to keep it nice and fresh and green. So I'm gonna add some cold water here to the ice. Y'all see the ice, okay? And what we're gonna do is go ahead, that's ice water, right? It's nice and cold, it's gonna keep the color, and it's gonna keep the broccoli. The main part is we wanna keep the broccoli nice and crisp, okay? Because you want that texture. You want the texture of the beef being a little bit, you know, not mushy, but it's gonna have that sauce on it, and it's gonna be a little bit chewy. So you want to make sure that your broccoli, you just want to dump it in. You want to make sure your broccoli is nice and crisp, right? So this is all we're doing right here, you guys, is adding the broccoli, to the water, and you just want to let it sit in there. I would say about a couple of minutes, right? Because we just want to keep that nice green color. You see? We want to keep that nice green color, and we want it to be crisp because, like I said, the beef is a little bit chewy. Not chewy. I hate to say the word chewy, but you just want those textures to match, right? You want crisp, and then you want your meat to be just a little bit, I need to find a better word other than chewy. I'm so corny. But anyways, we're gonna let that set for like, I'd say about 2 minutes. And then we're gonna go ahead and add everything together, okay? Okay, you guys, look. So after the broccoli was, I would like to say, just kind of sitting in the ice water, I drained it. So you wanna make sure you drain it. Put it in like a little drainer like this, because you wanna get all that water off of it and take all the ice out, because there's still going to be ice left. So you want to make sure that you drain it properly, right? So let's go ahead now, since we have this the broccoli drained, let's go ahead and go back over here and let's get these bad boys. Let's get the beef in the pots. Okay, so let's go ahead. We don't need, I'm not gonna add any more oil, you guys. I probably will spray, I'm gonna spray it just a little bit so it won't stick. But I don't wanna add any more oil to it. We're just gonna spray it just one time with some vegetable oil. Spray. Target brand, you know, you don't have to go whatever, just get the brand that you want. Look, so the meat's already done. Boom. This is really easy. And we're gonna toss that around a bit. And then we're gonna go ahead, remember the sauce we made earlier. We're gonna go ahead and whisk that sauce up. And use your better judgment as to how much sauce you want on there. But we just make sure that you mix everything up, because when you make the sauce earlier, it's gonna settle. All the seasoning and everything is gonna settle, okay? I'm gonna put half first, or a little bit more than half, just to see if ooh, it smells so damn good. I wanna see if I wanna add any more sauce to it or not. Let's see what this looks like. Y'all gotta learn when y'all cooking to just use your own better judgment as to, you can have all the ingredients in the world, but you still gotta look at your food and see, oh, well, you know, I want it to be a little bit more thick, or I want it to be, you know, not as much sauce. So Ayana's way is just showing you guys how, ooh, this smells so good. It literally smells so good. Okay, so I think I'm not gonna add any more. So look, I have a little bit of sauce left over. That's fine. You guys can pour it over your broccoli if you want to. Now, I'm not, so for you guys that are okay, my son is really picky, so I'm not gonna put the broccoli in here. Some people will take this and they'll go ahead and add the broccoli in here. I'm not gonna do that. You guys can see the final presentation of his meal prep. I'm gonna separate the broccoli, the rice, and the meat. He is not. He's such a picky eater, but you all, that's why it's called beef and broccoli. You all can add your broccoli to here, okay? You can just dump it in and not even worry about it. So I think I may add just a smidgen of crushed red pepper. There's nothing like just a little bit of, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of crushed red pepper on here. Just a tiny bit, because when I eat it, and he probably ain't gonna leave me any anyway. But I'm just gonna add that small little spice, because he does like that little kickback. So I'm gonna add that little bit of crushed red pepper for him. Y'all see how easy that was? Come on, you cannot tell me that that was not easy to make. And then, like I said, if you all want to dump your broccoli in here, go ahead and dump it in there. I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna put it on the side. So I'll show y'all in just a minute what that's gonna look like. Okay, you guys, everything's ready. So now we're just gonna go ahead and plate Major's meal prep. And so I'm just gonna start out by putting his beef in, and I just put, you guys can put whatever portion size that you feel like you know your husband, your kid, or whatever's gonna eat. But I pretty much know what my son eats. He eat like a grown ass man. So but I'm gonna go ahead and put the beef over here first. And since he's, like I told y'all, he's a picky eater, so we're gonna put the broccoli on the side. But he's gonna love this beef, because I normally do chicken dishes, but we're gonna do, beef today, because he need we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Okay, so y'all see the beef is there, and we're gonna go ahead and just add the broccoli on the side. He's gonna eat the broccoli. I don't know. My child is kind of weird. He likes it. He don't want it. He'll eat it, but he don't like everything all mixed up like I do. I don't care. As long as if I eat it, I don't care if it's mixed up or not. So here we go with the broccoli on the side. Again, I told you guys earlier in the video that you can definitely, you can mix your broccoli in while you're stir frying your meat. You can definitely do that. That's how it's really done, but I'm putting everything on the side for my Major. Okay. That's the picky part, but it's okay. All right, so now I have some sesame seeds, which I'm gonna go ahead and just put a few sesame seeds on there on the beef. You guys don't have to do this, but I like presentation, so we're gonna go ahead and drop some sesame seeds on here. And hey, sesame seeds are good for you too. So we'll go ahead and drop some there. I think we'll do, that'll be his dinner over here. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and I'm gonna do some black sesame seeds on top of the rice. I mean, hey, it's presentation, and again, they're also very good for you. And so this is something that he can heat up if I don't feel like cooking, for lunch or something. He can just pop this in the microwave, or, for his lunch. I'm gonna have to get some more meal prep trays so I can do 7 days for his ass. But you guys, I'm gonna add just a little bit more beef over here, I think, because that would look like it might be a little short. And check it out. Look how yummy. See? And that's your beef and broccoli, y'all. It's extra simple. As long as you have all your ingredients, it's extra easy to make, okay? It takes, I would say, the prep time is probably about 10 minutes just to mix everything up. You saute your meat, another 5 minutes. Make your rice in. I made my rice in advance. So there you go, you guys. Look at that, beef and broccoli, homemade.